Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today it's time for another monthly setup in my bullet journal and I'm extra excited for this one. So I brainstormed a bit with my sister about which theme would be suiting for March and we both agreed off one of our favorite things in this world, Studio Ghibli. For a pretty long time now I've been loving the world that Hayao Miyazaki creates in each and every movie. All the life lessons and hidden gems in these movies are one thing that I adore about his creations. If you haven't checked any of his movies out yet, I definitely think you should. And for you who are a fan of them as well, let me know in the comments which movies you like the best and why, because I would love chatting about Studio Ghibli with you guys. So for this cover page I found a picture on Pinterest of an art image by GM Dragunas. I love the idea of putting different characters from the movies together into one, so I sat down and started sketching out my favorite ones and where I wanted them to go. Here I'm drawing Haku from Spirited Away in his dragon form. I really wanted to focus on all the details in the scales and strands, so this took me a good while. And instead of shadowing with a pen, I used a dotting technique which I really like the look of. Totoro, Haku and Chihiro, that I will draw later on, is very similar looking to the image by GM Dragunas. I really liked his way of putting the dragon in the center of it all, so I followed along with that. But other than that, I put my own spin on this cover page. I wanted this theme in particular to be black and white, since I feel like too much color wouldn't look so good this time. I've never done a black and white theme before, so it was fun to try, but I also didn't want it to look bland, so I made these little dots to create shadows and give the image some depth. Now I'm drawing Turnip Head from House Moving Castle, which is one of my favorite Studio Ghibli movies. Turnip Head is such a cutie too, so I just had to include him here, and I think that he was the one that looked the most similar to the movie characters too. Next up is Chihiro from Spirited Away, a movie that I watched the most when I was a child. I remember being so scared when her parents turned into pigs, if you remember that scene. Real trauma there. I really like Chihiro as a character, but I feel like I didn't do her justice in this drawing. I'm not super talented at drawing faces, so I feel like it doesn't even look like her, but let's just imagine her the way she looks in the movie instead. This next character is No Face from Spirited Away. I know there's a lot of characters from that movie in this cover page, but there's so many cool characters from there. And I think No Face is a little bit creepy, but if I remember right, he's actually kind. And I also drew the little hamster from the same movie, sitting on his head, but I can't really remember his name right now. The last two characters is Anna and Marnie from When Marnie Was There. And this is my absolute favorite Ghibli movie. I love the plot and I adore the characters. The love between Anna and Marnie is so sweet, and I don't want to spoil anything about the movie, but I really like how it all ties together in the end. I rewatched this a few weeks ago, and this one always gets me right in the feelings. I cry like a baby every time I watch it. For the header I wrote March in this simple calligraphy style that I love to do in my setups, and there we have it for the cover page. As usual, I have my quote page on the left, and I went with the same style here, so I drew another version of Totoro with an umbrella, and I think he looks so damn cute in this setup, but guys, I'm actually ashamed to say that I've never watched Totoro fully. Not as I can remember anyway. I watched half of it in a Japanese class, but I never came around to watch the rest of it for some reason. But I promise that I will watch the whole thing really soon, because Totoro is so damn cute and I bet the movie is as cute as him. The quote is one by Hayao Miyazaki himself, and it says that always believe in yourself, do this, and no matter who you are, you will have nothing to fear. And that is so true, and I will try to take this quote in and start to try and have more faith in myself. I love adding quotes to my Buju setups, since some days I'm in extra need of some encouraging words like these. To cover the empty spots on this page, I use some handy dandy washi tape that my sister got me for Christmas. Onto the monthly calendar page, I went for a different layout this month, so I created a calendar on one page and put the monthly goals boxes on the right page instead. I made this page super minimalistic since the cover page were so doodle heavy, but I still wanted to incorporate the Studio Ghibli theme on this page too, so I decided to draw Sophie and Haru from House Moving Castle. And I regret it so much, at least drawing Haru, since I've never drawn a man before. Sophie was okay, and I could see some similarities, but Haru just looks so weird. I'm thinking hard on putting washi tape over his face, but I will have to see about that. This month I decided to try something new, so I added an expense tracker, and I hope this will come in handy and that it will help me keep better track of my money and hopefully help me save some too. To finish the pages off, I drew some of the dust sprites from Spirited Away because I think they are so damn cute. The last two pages are my one line a day page and another quote page. So yes, I decided to not include a mood tracker or habit tracker this month, and I will probably miss them soon, so I will most certainly put them back next month, at least the mood tracker. But this page I cannot live without, even though it's not the most pretty page of them all. This is truly the one that I will enjoy looking back on in the future. Because you write something small about your day, and in the end you have a mini diary to look back on, which I think is a really cute idea. So let's end this setup with a quote page, this time one that says, "It's funny how you wake up each day and never really know if it will be the one that would change your life forever." Sean from The Secret Life of Ariete is the one that says this, and I really like this one. Here I decided to draw another cute image from Totoro, even though I haven't watched it yet. I was so tired at this point and didn't put too much effort into this, but I still like the look of this even though it's not as detailed as the other drawings. I finished it all off with the same washi tape that I used for the quote page in the beginning, and that brings us to the end of this setup. I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I tried to speed it up a bit more than usual so that you wouldn't get bored watching me drawing all the details. Have a nice March guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!